Hello there, real life.
Starting.
Welcome to our Monday Live series, the Teen Health Revolution style. We are the authors of the best-selling book, The Teen Health Revolution.
And so we discussed last week, we discussed why we need a teen health revolution. So let's just quickly recap. So right now, 1 in 2 kids have at least one persistent health issue. CDC now says that 1 in 3 teens have prediabetes 1. And 1 in 10 US children have ADHD or behavior problems. 3/4 of adolescents experience depression and anxiety. And sadly, right now, 1 in 3 girls have seriously thought of suicide. It's getting terrible. That's why we're here, and anyone that has any questions about anything and that you would love to ask us, we're here to help you answer those questions.
Yeah.
Because right now, in a world of
Definitely.
misinformation, answers need to be answered.
So yeah,
It's really that simple.
yeah. So just if
Yeah.
you have any questions to ask us about just if you're curious about anything about us, or if you need some help like understanding the book or something, then just ask us.
Yeah.
So.
So every single Monday, 5 o'clock, we will be here. So right now, like I mentioned, we're also going to be talking about. We have a talking point for each one. This time is why we need a teen health revolution. So we're going to be going through each live, and we'll be talking about maybe for 10 minutes just on a specific issue and a specific topic that we also talk about in our book. And right now, which is we're releasing December 11th. So definitely go check that out.
No.
Sadly, they pushed back the due date, the release date. So we're gonna have to wait another extra month. I know.
100%.
That's so sad.
So sad, man. It's okay. Okay.
Oh, hi. So Zen, you got that? You
Yeah.
got this? All right. So right now we all know that the body is one of the most amazing things and it's one of life's greatest miracles. The thing is that we can go on and on about how amazing the body is, like how every second our body produces 25 million new cells. I know you probably didn't know that. And the body is one of the greatest gifts we have, and our job is to make sure that we take care of the body, whether you're 10 years old, you're 15 years old, you're 30 years old, or you're 70 years old. We need to take care of our body, because if we don't, then it will, our 30-40 years down the line, it'll come back to haunt us.
Did you know that actually our heart beats close to 100,000 times and we breathe 22,000 times each without instructions? That's crazy.
And so there's so many different parts about our body. I mean, when the body is healthy, then everything works well. We could go into how each, what everybody learns in high school, how the microbiome, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and how it just is amazing how our body takes information, it takes food, and it uses that to sustain our body and sustain our life. What most people don't know, actually, is that we get a lot of misconceptions that food has nothing to do with the brain, it has nothing to do with the emotions and the emotional side of your health. When in reality, it has everything to do with it. Actually, Ahmad, you got that? Oh.
Actually, when the body is healthy, everything we eat get broken down into digestive tract, like right down here or something. I don't know. Oh, okay. There's our bloodstream, and it is sent to the cell to create energy. Each cell has 1,000 of powerhouse organelles called the mitochondria.
And that's why, actually, right now, 80% of or 90% of neurotransmitters were made in the cell. And right now, actually, we interviewed someone named Dr. Maloff, who actually explained to us that when the nervous system gets dysregulated, and we're going to now the nervous system, but when the nervous system gets dysregulated through chronic threat or the trauma or negative interactions with work, school, or family, it can actually create tons and tons of problems for our entire body. It makes us think that the world is unsafe. The nervous system senses that the world is unsafe. It gets on guard, and it kind of takes us into this flight or fight mode. And that's why, if you've ever taken a test before, it feels like you're going to war, but when in reality, even though you're just going to take a test, but our body gets the neurological signals that there's a big problem happening, and that causes stress, anxiety, and that's why it's really important to take care of our brain so that these things can stay in check. So, is there any?
So sometimes in trying to protect itself, the body may overactivate the immune system. This energy is no longer available to the cells to do all the things that are needed to keep us healthy. So why are we getting sick?
We
have asked like 200 guests this same question, and
like so much. So we don't understand how much.
For 5 years. We've been trying to research this question for 5 years. But it's something, the way we are living our lives, that must be making us kids sick.
Definitely. Our modern lifestyles and being disconnected from nature are the root of these problems. Our bodies are protected by a series of defense systems, working nonstop to keep our cell organs and every bodily activity functioning smoothly to keep us healthy. Maintaining and improving these defenses systems are key to keeping our bodies in balance. Mitochondrial dysfunction leads to cells not working well and properly functioning immune system and sickness.
Also, remember, anyone that's listening, definitely ask questions.
Please
because
ask.
Yeah, just ask this question.
But we're here for you guys. We're here for anyone that wants to ask. It's something that we love to do, to answer questions.
Yeah.
So I remember we interviewed Dr. Perlmutter, David Perlmutter, who's a neurologist, and he said that our lifestyle choices actually dictate everything that happens in our life. He said that every single day it really determines how our brains are going to be and how we are going to be when we get older.
So we can either live a balanced life or an imbalanced life. When we live a balanced life, our cells have everything they need to thrive, and everything works harmoniously. The building blocks of life are sturdy and keep us strong.
When we live an unbalanced life, for example, we wake up angry, we eat too much junk food filled with chemicals. We don't eat enough of the good stuff. We have lots of chemical toxins surrounding us. We have too much stress. We are not spending time in nature, not sleeping, and are negative all the time. The blocks don't do their job well. The blocks are out of balance. This then creates a flame.
And that's when the flame just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, which leads to sickness. And when we don't feel well, it's actually due to a wildfire inside of our body. This wildfire it's called inflammation. Inflammation is the fire that burns inside you from the inside out.
When everything is working the way it should, the body is able to help even everything under control. But when the triggers continue day in and day out, the inflammatory molecules go out of control and destroy everything in its path.
And so then it becomes chronic inflammation. And right now we have a chronic disease epidemic. Kids are getting chronic disease like never before. And right now it's out of hand. We need to do something now. Otherwise, the next few generations are going to suffer. And that's why it's so important to be able to actually put our bodies back into balance. So some common questions that people have been asking is, Imad, do you want to say the question?
Last slide.
Okay, Imad, you got the question.
How do you eat healthy when everyone isn't? Question.
So you want to answer that?
You got that.
So basically we are educated. We know we know what they're putting in their mouth. They're just eating toxic chemicals. And why would we want to eat toxic chemicals?
It's like following someone do something bad and then not doing it, like not doing other stuff. But I kind of see them as like an example, kind of. I see them like struggling, and then they like eat all this stuff. Like, wow, I see them struggling, and while they're eating food, right? So why would I do that?
And so for us, we see them as they're just poisoning themselves. All the Takis, Doritos, the things that are contributing to poor mental health, chronic disease, more problems in their body, they're really just poisoning themselves with fake food. And so for us, we've actually researched what these done to our bodies. And so for us, we know why we eat it, and we know that what we eat is the best way for our bodies, and it's the way we should be eating, even if everybody around us isn't eating that the same way. But we know that's the truth. All right, so next question, Gossam, you can say that one.
So, did you get made fun of? No.
No.
I make fun of them. I'm joking.
No,
I'm joking. I would never say that. I would never say that.
You just said it though.
I don't
That's
know.
right,
I don't know.
But honestly, for us, nobody ever makes fun of us because a lot of them, they actually know that what we're doing is probably right. Because nobody's gonna make fun of somebody for eating fruits and veggies.
Mm-hmm.
As well as we don't just eat fruits and veggies. Our life is not that boring, okay?
We
have-
don't live
we have
under a
good
rock,
thoughts.
guys. We don't live under a rock. Under a rock.
Yeah, I thought this was the only thing that people actually might have sent to me. Oh, did your air in the house have to be organic? And I'm like, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, does the walls need to be organic? Is your clothes organic? And I was like, oh my goodness. Okay,
Mhm.
there's a difference between organic and this.
Nice. So the next question is tips for Halloween and the holidays. So it's
Halloween's
definitely
complicated.
it's very difficult to do this in the holidays, especially when the environment around you celebrating these holidays isn't as healthy, and it's not as fun to not really.
I mean, like,
The thing is that look for us, when we do something like on a holiday, like for us we have Eid, right? So when we do have a holiday, we just get more natural candies. You just
Mhm.
that we eat
lots of
candy.
natural-
Yeah, we eat like
but-
it's
Yamarth
Yamarth.
is a good
Mhm.
brand.
yeah,
We have-
like copies off of brands and like makes them more healthy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can still have fun with eating and enjoy the holiday while eating alternatives.
Mhm.
Like,
And so just like Halloween's coming up, anybody that's partaking in Halloween, you can go to the store, Costco, any Walmart, any store, and you can find more natural candies. Just look at the ingredients, research if you don't know what an ingredient is, and if it sounds like a science experiment and a chemical from a science lab, it probably isn't good for you. That's our rule. And so just find candies with ingredients you can actually pronounce. We eat sugar, we eat cane sugar, we eat
organic.
organic and
Not
natural.
refined, but yeah, it's still sugar. But obviously, don't have a lot. It's just for these Halloween and holidays.
Mhm.
Like then you can like cheat a little bit, but don't like fall into the trap of
the trap.
And then-
ultra processed
Like
foods.
sometimes
Is that interesting?
we call it cheat
not-
days. Like sometimes days where like some days we're just like we have more dairy than normal. Like more dairy, more candy than normal. Yeah, you just be careful about when you eating. You don't if you eat it all the time, that's when it becomes a problem.
Mhm.
But if it's like holidays, that once in a while,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. So if you have any questions,
yes.
yeah,
Mhm.
questions are coming.
Mm. But whether or not it's a holiday or you're going to someone's house or it's Halloween, we never eat fake food. That's our number one rule because nobody wants to be eating junk. Whether or
Mhm.
not you're celebrating anything, like why would you want to put that in your body? Just even if it's gonna destroy your body, and if it's gonna just have negative effects in the future for you. Nobody, even if you're celebrating, that's not how you should be celebrating.
Yeah, celebrating does not mean trying to kill yourself.
While eating food.
While eating food.
And that's why we try to have the most natural. And here I know we try to go more for organic, non-GMO. But as long as the ingredients are good, They're simple. They're not full of chemicals that are, full of carcinogens like red 40, yellow number 5 that can cause cancer. It's all good.
And it might feel overwhelming because like you're probably watching this and be like, oh my god, these kids, they're like just eating all this good food. But like we didn't just go from one day we're like super healthy and stuff, and then one day we're super not healthy, and then the next day we're super healthy. Like we took step by step every month or day, every single time we would learn more about like the food we should eat. We get rid of like certain ingredients or certain brands, so it's not super overwhelming for you, because I know that it could be overwhelming when you're just trying to go from super unhealthy to super healthy. So,
and honestly, just find good swaps. If you like chocolate, we love chocolate too. Go find good chocolate. There's Hugh's a good chocolate
Hugh's a
brand
good
as well.
chocolate, yeah.
We love having their brand as well. And honestly, just put in some effort. As long as you try every single day, even if you change something up every single few weeks, that's how it is. Step by step, you'll get there. And as long as you put in the effort and you have that right intention, then eventually you'll be able to, put your body back into balance and finally be able to live a life with a body that's actually yours. So I think that's all for today.
Yeah, if you have any questions, this is the time to put it in now.
And we love chatting. We loved, spreading information because
I'm here.
Any brands that you would want to know the alternatives of.
Oh yeah, also for cookies. Cookies, we do Simple Mills. Is that a good one?
So thank you guys all for listening, and it's been an honor, and it's really our pleasure. Remember, any questions you have, I know we've been stressing enough, but that's how change is gonna happen. If we don't ask questions, if we don't get to what people are thinking, then how are we ever going to change? And how is this teen revolution ever going to happen? So thank you guys so much, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.